Well, good morning, everyone. What is up? It's your friend and pal Seth. My pronouns are he and they. I want to welcome you to your morning inspiration video for today. If we're keeping track, it is day number 20. Wow, cannot believe it. So I hope you are doing well and you are making it the most fantastic day ever. So if you find you're in need a little bit of a boost today, a little bit of some motivation and everything for this morning, I hope this video helps you to feel at least maybe 1% better. Okay, you can move through the rest of your day with motivation and move the rest of your day with ease. Okay, so with that being said, let's get into the morning inspiration video for today. So our normal morning videos, they include like a morning quote and or lesson for the day, a song for the day, affirmations, as well as a journal prompt. Today, just gonna do something a little bit differently. If you've watched some of the past videos, one of the things that I've been doing is using these videos as a way to also kind of introduce you to the upcoming community of practice that I belong to. And this morning, at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be doing a group that I'm going to be helping to run as well. So I wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a teaser on what the group is going to contain, while keeping in mind what I normally put inside of these morning inspiration videos: the quotes, the song for the day, the affirmations, and the journal prompt, and all of that. So without further ado, let's get into it. So if this is the first time you are seeing one of these morning inspiration videos where I introduce my community of practice, I belong to a community of practice where we do virtual peer-led support groups to an organization called Centers for Opportunity. And I help to kind of do a lot of our virtual groups today. And what we've been doing is taking a look at a lot of our programming back from May of last year. So we're right now in May of 2025, and we've been looking at some of our programming back from May of 2024. And so on this particular day, actually, what we're going to be looking at is the group is called Creative Expression or Expressions. I forgot to ask there. Creative Expressions. Okay, and the topic we're going to be talking about today is called Embodied Discernment. So it's something really, really powerful. So that's kind of the program that we're going to be looking at for today. So all of our groups, they include some type of song for inspiration, or if they don't actually have an already planned out song for inspiration, we're able to kind of speak with other participants and ask you all, what kind of songs inspire you on the daily? What songs, do you use inside of your own wellness? What songs do you listen to? What are you interested in? But for today, for the morning groups, we actually already have 2 songs that we're actually going to be listening to and kind of delving into. And the songs for today is called The Choice of Yours by Black Sheep. And then the other one is Check the OR Redux by Tom Green and MC Pin, organized rhyme. If you don't know, Tom Green was in a group back in the 90s called Organized Rhyme. There was a rap group, a Canadian rap group and everything. And then what they did some years ago is they actually did one of their biggest hits was Check the OR. I love that song. And what they did some years ago is they kind of they kind of brought it back and did like a rebranding of it. They were out on out on the streets of Montreal, Quebec, and they just had some fun pretty much. And they pretty much did the song again and did a video for it. So those are the 2 songs that we're going to be listening to today: The Choice is Yours by Black Sheep and Check the OR Redux by Tom Green and MC Pin, organized rhyme. So we're going to be in the group today, we're going to be looking at a lot of things. And as I said, the topic today was embodied discernment. But let's actually kind of define exactly what discernment is, first of all, before we kind of go into that. Because when I saw that we're going to be going through embodied discernment today, I was like, discernment. So I did a little bit of a deep dive, into kind of what discernment was. And what we're going to be looking at today is discernment. So discernment is the ability to make sound judgments and decisions, to distinguish between different options, and to understand the nuances of situations and emotions. So it's in deep dive. Really, what it is it's a reflection, and it's literally, as you said, the ability to kind of make sound judgments and decisions. And interestingly enough, there's emotional discernment, and then there's also situational. So with emotional discernment, we're kind of able to like distinguish our emotions, from one another, and where the emotions actually come from. Not where we think they come from, but where they actually come from. Again, it's this ability to make these decisions and distinguish between what's something that's right. Actually, here's it comes to situational. What's actually going on, and what may not actually be going on. You know, so it's something that's really really important, I think, and really really powerful for a lot of us to learn about, especially when we're talking about mental health, or our emotional wellness, or if you're in trauma, or recovery. Okay, the ability to understand exactly what is going on, and the ability to actually understand our emotions and our thoughts, and where they actually come from. Not where we think they come from, but where they actually come from. you know So, one of the things we're really going to be talking about today is kind of how to stop giving our power away to other people. And using discernment is actually a way to do that. We're also going to be talking about using emotional intelligence as well, embodying our values as well as our self image. So, we can find that we give our power to to other people, or to other situations that just deplete us, or maybe may not deserve us or anything. So it's good to, again, with discernment, be able to kind of distinguish the emotions, distinguish the situation about what is really going on, right? So we're gonna talk about kind of how to stop giving our power away using these four things. All right. And one of the quotes, actually, inside of our group today, that we're gonna be talking about is a quote by C.H. Spurgeon, C.H. Spurgeon, right? And it is: discernment is not knowing the difference between right and wrong. It is knowing the difference between right and almost right. Right? I'm gonna read that again. Discernment is not knowing the difference between right and wrong. It is knowing the difference between right and almost right. Okay. So it's kind of just a little bit of a teaser. But another thing we're really going to be talking about today, and this is something that I've talked about kind of also in the past, in past videos that I've done, but I think also kind of in past morning inspiration videos. And it's kind of ways to get out of our head and live an embodied life. And it's pretty much about literally staying in the present moment. Okay. So I think discernment also comes in with this as well. So being able to kind of stay in the present moment and not live in the past, or not live in the future, we're able to kind of distinguish kind of what is going on right now, what is going on inside of my body. If I'm feeling stressed, if I'm feeling some type of emotion, what is literally going on inside of my body right now? And how also can I even stay in the present moment if I find that I'm kind of drifting off into the past, or thinking about the future, all of that. So, we're also going to be talking about ways to kind of get out of our head and live an embodied life, but also be living in the present moment. So, and also some ways to kind of combat stress, again, while staying in the present moment. Okay. One of my favorite things actually to do is the five senses exercise. So we use the five senses in order to kind of figure out kind of what's going on around us. You know, So it could be five things we see, four things we hear, three things we can feel, two things we can smell, and one thing that we can taste. Right. So, again, other ways to kind of get us in the present moment and what is actually going on in the present. How are we feeling in our body? How are we feeling emotionally? Okay. So we're really going to be delving into this discernment and present moment and everything, and just how to be able to do this on a daily basis for ourselves. Okay. And also listening to those amazing songs. Now, as we've always said, if you have, other songs that you would like to listen to, for your wellness, for anything, you're more than welcome to also share those. Okay. So that'll really about do it, for today. But one of the things that I also really, really love about these groups is that we're able to have, ways for everybody to check in. Like there are check-in question prompts, and then there are check-out question prompts. The check-in prompts are more, to kind of gauge, how someone may be feeling right now or in the present moment. Just how you're feeling, coming into the group. You want to share your name, your pronouns, where you're connecting from, again, because it's virtual. A way that you show kindness to yourself, a way that you show compassion to yourself, some words of encouragement you'd like to say for yourself or for the rest of the group, but then there are also checkout questions. And checkout questions is about really evaluating your experience, during the group. Was there something specific that you learned? Was there something that was really helpful for you for that day? Okay. So, again, it's also just a really great way to kind of gauge how you're feeling also in the present moment, right? So if you'd like to join our community of practice, we got a little ticker on the bottom. It's at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time this morning. You can let me know down in the comments if you wherever platform you're watching this off of. Just send me a DM, okay? And I can get you the information, and you can log on. It's completely free. Nothing. Again, these are peer related support groups, and we are all peers here. We are not pros. So we're all learning together, all in our own lived experience. Okay. So that'll about do it. I will say, number one, don't quit before that miracle happens. Find ways to keep moving forward. Okay. Because you're worth it. You are amazing, and you are doing so great. Keep going. All right. I will also say, stay positive, stay motivated, and stay focused on your big, humongous, huge dreams and goals. All right. So that'll about do it. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Make it the most fantastic day ever. We all have the power of choice. Okay. Choose to have an amazing day today on purpose. All right. Have a good one. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you in the morning inspiration video for tomorrow.